She watched Will brush something off Yasmin's shoulder. A fly. A spider. Some unknown predator. Her bra strap slid off her shoulder, and Will's gaze fixed on it briefly. The two red dots of their cigarettes waxed and waned in tandem until one burned out. Yasmin shifted in the dark and headed back to Leila. "Will is hilarious," she said, with a scandalized shake of her head, as if she could not believe his temerity. "Yep, that's why I married him," said Leila, her voice climbing high midway, signalling sarcasm or irony or some other bitter thing. Yasmin paused for a fraction of a second before reaching for the wine. She filled her glass, the liquid sloshing generously, a single red droplet escaping the rim to stain the crisp white tablecloth. She didn't offer Leila a top-up. Rather than irk her, however, the casual act of selfishness reassured Leila. It meant that Yasmin felt secure here, unguarded and relaxed. It meant that Leila had succeeded in her task. When their mother died 2 decades ago, just a year after their father, Leila, who was nearly 18, did everything to shield her sister, then only 10. She gave up her place at St Andrews for a London polytechnic. She worked evenings at Marks and Spencer and weekends at a greasy spoon, stitching together pounds and pennies to eke out a meagre living. Her greatest success, she thought, was that Yasmin had grown into a happy, secure, well-adjusted adult. Until life came knocking, of course. "It's so nice here," said Yasmin, stretching her arms in a languorous yawn. She gestured at the conservatory. "God, I wish we could get one of those." "We could, if you want," said Andrew, his face pinched in a frown. Yasmin swatted the words away. "You know we can't afford it," she said, a little sharply. Andrew bristled, but didn't respond. Instead he stood and headed over to Will. The two husbands had never quite gelled, but they made a valiant effort. Leila glanced sideways at Yasmin. "You know, you can always come and work for me. I could use a PA like you." Yasmin rolled her eyes. "I've told you before, I'm not going to come and be your secretary, Leila. You've always been too proud." "It's not pride, it's—" Her shoulders rose defensively. "I don't want to be beholden to you." "You wouldn't be beholden to me. It's not charity. You'd be paid for the work you do. We have a training scheme too. If you wanted, you could study at the same time and work your way up." "I like my job," said Yasmin. "I know you do, but it's like you fell into being a secretary at 18 and have stayed there ever since. Don't you want to do more?" "No," said Yasmin stiffly. "I like my boss. I like my colleagues. I like coming home and spending time with Max. I don't need status like you do." Leila gestured with her glass. "You were just saying you wish you could afford more." "That's your problem, Leila. You take everything literally. I don't actually want your conservatory. I don't want your life." Leila fell silent. Will and Andrew were laughing, but the sound was forced and formal, the laughter of acquaintances. Yasmin sighed. "I'm sorry," she said, with a hint of petulance. When Leila didn't react, she poked her in the arm. When still there was no reaction, she leaned over and threw her arms around her. Then she began to sing Father and Son, her voice laden with mock gravity. She chose the deeper register of the father who lectures his son on life. Leila tried to pull away, but a traitorous smile played on her lips. Yasmin always sang this song when Leila was overbearing. "Okay, I get it." She pressed a palm against Yasmin's lips, but she shrugged away and carried on singing. "You're an arsehole," said Leila, but she was laughing now, unable to resist her sister's cheer. Yasmin stopped singing. "No, I'm not," she said, matter-of-factly. Leila's